Hey everybody, this is MrsT66. Welcome back to the garage. Today I want to introduce you to my newest riding buddy, MrsT66. So, tell me, you decided to learn to ride a motorcycle. So from our previous discussions, you pretty much indicated that you really had no interest. What changed?
Well, okay, so it's kind of complicated and not really complicated, but there's more things. There's a lot of things to it. It's not just like one thing. You know, as I've gotten older in life, I feel like I have kind of like, for lack of a better word, kind of gone with the flow or just find the easy way out of things, and I've kind of lost that adventure. And so I just decided that I was kind of jealous of you going and riding at night, sometimes without me. I will admit, you know, some of the things that you send me pictures of on your rides, or I wish I was there with you. And
yeah, but I don't ride at night very much.
No, but I mean, like, as the sun goes down. And so it's just that, you know, that kind of magical time of the evening, especially sometimes in Oklahoma, because we have some of the most incredible sunsets here. So
yeah, that is true, and I've sent you some pretty wicked photographs.
You have, and so I've kind of gotten a little jealous, and so not really jealous, but you know, just kind of that my heart wants to kind of be there with you. And so, and I've kind of gotten the vibe that, you know, you would like for me to be on the road with you. So I decided I'm going to give it a shot. I may, you know, go down this road, and who knows what's going to happen. I may not actually like it once I go through with everything, but I'm really excited, and you know, yeah, I'm seeing where this takes me.
Okay, so what steps are you taking to learn?
We got a bike that fits me, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, but so that's kind of the first thing that we did. I'm not riding on the street because I do not have any experience, but my husband obviously has his license. So what we'll do is we've gone a couple of times into a parking lot, and he's kind of, you know, showing me and teaching me how to do a few things, so that when I go to class the end of July, which I'm signed up for an MSF class in Norman, Oklahoma, the end of July. It's a 2-day class over a weekend, and you know, to do my training, and hopefully I'll pass, fingers crossed, and I'll have my M or L endorsement, as it is in Oklahoma, on my license. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, between now and July, I want to get a little bit more familiar with my bike. I want to get a little bit more seat time so I can get familiar with how all the different levers and clutches and brakes and steering and all that works, so I'm not making a complete fool out of myself in class. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment.
Are you nervous? If so, scale 1 to 10.
Definitely a 10.
Okay, and what about?
Everything. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I mean, I'm nervous, excited, but I'm also like scared about, I gotta be honest with you, the stupid people on the street and cars. And lately there's been a lot of motorcycle accidents happening around here, and it's just been very, that scares me a lot, is other people. Because I'm gonna take my, you know, my studies and my safety to heart when I'm on the street, and so it's just kind of sad when things happen. So that scares me. You know, things beyond my control. You know, it's just, the whole thing is just a new experience. And I think that's what I love about it. And I think that's what makes me nervous and excited at the same time. And, you know, the unknowns, I guess, is kind of making me a little nervous. Like, what do I not know? What should I know? You know, those are some things that are kind of making me nervous.
You know, sometimes riders have some fears before actually riding. I know I had some, like general safety, like you just discussed.
Right.
Some of the other stuff, like burning my leg on the pipes. I had a big fear of dropping the bike. Shifting, man, using the gears, it just seemed so foreign to me. I mean, You know, you and I both used to race cars, so we know about shifting manual transmissions, but it was
Right.
with our feet.
Right.
So that was a little bit, gave me some nerves. Using the foot brake, what are some of your primary concerns about actually learning to ride and operate the motorcycle?
Okay, so it's so funny. Some of the things that you mentioned, like you're burning your leg on your pipe. I mean, that was one of the things when you were learning to ride that kind of scared me too. But then as you learned to ride, and I kind of saw like you put your leg on the pipe. I mean, obviously you had jeans on, but you're like, unless I'm just sitting here laying on it, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was nothing like I had feared.
So, some of the fun things that you were fearing, and I kind of was there with you, facing all those fears and kind of seeing what the fears that, you had, I don't really want to say weren't warranted, but, were like not as big of a deal as you thought they were going to be.
Yeah, they gave me some pretty high anxiety.
And then, but now after you've been riding for a while and I've been around you and kind of knowing some of the things that, you tell me about on your rides, some of the things that kind of make me nervous is, and I would love for people to comment on this, but is a right-hand turn. I mean, that's scaring the holy bejeebies out of me. I feel like I'm pretty good. Like, I don't think left is going to be a major issue for me. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to say I'm like confident on it, but it's just like a comfortable movement, whereas right just scares the holy crap out of me. And so I'm right-handed, and so I was just curious if that a left-handed, right-handed situation kind of thing. Do left-handed people make right-hand turns better than left-hand turns? I would love to know the answer to that, because that's one thing that scares me. Dropping the bike definitely scares me. I kind of was thinking today, I kind of had a boo-boo yesterday and fell. This is at a completely different thing and hurt my leg, and kind of like, well, maybe I should just drop my bike today and get it all over with.
This was not bike related.
Yeah,
though.
It was not bike related. It was completely unbike related, but I'm just kind of like, well, maybe I should just, go ahead and drop my bike and, get it over with. But, it will happen, and that it makes me nervous on when and how it will happen. So yeah, that's scary. And just being in traffic, so.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about riding gear. Obviously, you've got some riding gear, so tell us about what you got.
Okay, so one of the first things I got was at Iron Nation Harley here in Edmond, Oklahoma. I got my riding gloves. I know that's kind of weird, but that's kind of, I found them. I fell in love with them, and so I bought them. They have the touch screen friendly index fingers and the thumbs. I've tried them out. It works fairly well. These are probably going to be more like my summer gloves, because they're more of a mesh material. They're a size medium women's, but they've got great padding. I don't know if you can see. They've got great padding, right here, and then also, on my fingers. So I'm really excited about these. Right here, perfect, grip. They feel really almost like second skin. I almost don't feel like I have anything on. I mean, yeah, I feel like I have a glove on, but they're really lightweight. So I'm really excited about wearing these for the summer months. I'll obviously get some heavier gloves in the winter. Okay, the next thing I got was an Icon helmet. I really love my helmet. I don't know if you can kind of see, but it's got really cool kind of a design in it, and I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get the light where you can kind of see, but it's an Icon. It's a size small. It fits me really snug. Feels great on my head. It does have a flip down sun visor. I don't know if you can see that, which I was really excited about. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I got this at Cycle Gear here in Oklahoma City. The next thing that I got at Cycle Gear that day I was really excited about is this Sedici riding jacket. I will be riding in full gear. I did take the lining out. It did have a liner, so I can wear it into the fall and maybe some winter days when it's not real cold. But it's really cool because it's got the full protective gear on the shoulders, the elbows, the back. It's just all kinds of pockets on the inside. And well, my favorite color is purple. You'll probably learn that about me if I'm on more videos in the future. But it's really fitted. I love the way it fits. I haven't worn it yet because we haven't, like I said, gone out on any rides, but it fits really, really well. It's got the heavy duty zipper. So, and like I said, it does have a liner that I did already take out. So.
And that's Sedici?
Sedici, yeah. And I got this, and the neat thing is like you can make your, this looser or tighter. Kind of thought that was kind of cool.
And we'll have links for all this down in the description.
Yeah, and I got this at Cycle Gear here in Oklahoma City. I think even the day I got it was on sale. So, I mean, the people at Cycle Gear are amazing. I highly recommend, even if you're not really looking for anything, I'm sure you'll find something there that you can't live without because they got all kinds of cool stuff. So.
Okay, so tell me about your boots.
Okay, so my boots are Harley Davidson. I went to several places and actually tried on a lot of boots because I kind of wanted to see kind of how they felt and kind of what sizes I needed or what size I needed in my boots. But I ended up ordering them online. They're Harley Davidson. I absolutely love these boots. They do lace up, but after you get them laced and you got kind of where you want your foot fit, they have a zipper, a really nice heavy duty zipper down the side. So I can zip them on and off. That is one thing I learned from my husband. So is, the next pair of riding boots he gets, he wants zippered boots. So I beat him out on that one.
They're very cool.
But yeah, they're really cool. I mean,
Tell us about the sole and the heel.
Okay, so it's got a really nice thick, at least 1 inch, maybe, more, 1.5 inch thick sole, nice rubber sole. I have to tell you, I was not really thrilled about getting boots because boots generally fit my feet just weird. So these boots are amazing. They are the most comfortable boot I've ever worn in my life. So I just have to put that out there.
Okay, originally you were looking at a Scout 60, but it sold before we could take a look at it. Guy snatched it right up out from under us. So what bike did you end up getting and why?
Okay, I love the Scouts. My husband has a Scout, obviously, so you've seen his. It actually it's a great feel for me, but it is a little bit heavier of a bike. So even sitting on it and trying to lift it, to me, was kind of unsettling. I don't want to say completely nervous, but, as a brand new person that has never been on a bike before, it just kind of made me a little uneasy. And so my husband found this Honda Rebel 500 with ABS, and immediately when I got on it, I felt comfortable. I mean, it fit me. I didn't feel like I was fighting it to stand it up. Just to kind of give you a little reference, I'm about 5'3", 130-ish pounds or so. So
what's your inseam?
I'm about a 32 maybe. So I don't have real long legs. So I wanted to be comfortable, and I think that's like the most important thing is to be comfortable on your bike. And I can flat foot it. So yeah, I'm very comfortable on it. So it just fits me.
So what kind of things do you like about your new bike?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things. I love the color. To me, it's kind of like, I know it's black, it's basic, but a good black bike, I mean, you can't go wrong with them. And to me, it's like a blank canvas. So, if I end up keeping this bike, if I get my license and I end up keeping this bike, I can do so many different things with it. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. So I can flat foot it. I can easily stand it up. I don't feel like it's a major fall risk when I stand it up. In fact, it's like when I actually get it on, I mean, that's the first thing I want to do is stand it up because it's just that comfortable. The seat's comfortable. Shifting into neutral is super easy. The throttle is, you know, I haven't been on the throttle very much because, I mean, I'm still very new at this, but it's very sensitive. So I'm going to have to try to get used to that a little bit. But, you know, as far as, you know, letting out the clutch, I mean, it has a really nice clutch feel.
So yeah, we've been learning the friction zone.
Yeah, it's just a really comfortable feeling bike. I don't feel out of place on it.
So what kind of modifications do you want to make, and do you have any already planned?
Okay, so, you know, like I stated just a moment ago, my bike is black, so it's a perfect black canvas. If I do get my license and I do end up wanting to keep this bike, I do want to personalize it and make it a little bit more me. So that's, you know, like I said, if I keep the bike, I'm definitely going to personalize it. Some of the things that we have planned on order are, you know, that are kind of waiting to come in so we can install them are, I got some arm bags.
Swing arm.
Thank you. I was like, okay. I was like having a hard time with that one. Swing arm bags. So I'm really excited because there's no storage on here, and well, I am a woman, so you know I got to carry my necessities. So we got 2 swing arm bags that we're going to install. So
there's one for each side.
I'm really excited about that. We also have crash bars, front crash bars. So definitely didn't need those. I'm looking forward to those being installed. So
engine guards there by Pooj.
Thank you. So, you know, maybe Brent will do a video on those and put that out there for you to see. Who knows? The other thing that we have on order is some new levers. I really have short hands, and so I'm having a hard time with this front brake. So we've got some more adjustable levers on order to hopefully help with that, so I don't get on the throttle and kill myself. So hopefully we can remedy that. But that's kind of what we have planned for now. I mean, other than that, I really kind of like the bike how it is. It did come with a different exhaust on it, and I like the exhaust that's on it. So I'm going to keep that. We do have the original one, you know, that came on the bike or with the bike, but I like the one that they changed it out to, so we're just going to keep that.
Once you get your license, what kind of riding would you like to do?
You know, I've thought a lot about this, and I'm just going to put it out there. I love those people that can get on a bike and travel from California to New York. I'm not that girl. I'm going to be completely upfront and honest. Those of you who do it, more power to you, peace. I love you, but that's just not the kind of riding I really want to do. I do want to do riding in other states. I do want to see other, you know, parts of our country on a bike. But I want to get there in luxury, sorry, and ride around in the places that we go. You know, around Oklahoma, we have a lot of places that we can ride in a day. And even if it took us like a day to get there and we overnighted, you know, whatever, spend a couple of days and then rode back, I'm cool with that. But I'm just, you know, I want, it's more just pleasure, but not full seeking on the road pleasure. I mean, take a look at my bike. I mean, I know people do it all the time, and they go and they spend weeks on their bike with nothing bigger than what I have here with a backpack and a tent. That's great. I love hearing the stories. I love seeing that. That's just not the type of girl I am. So I'm gonna enjoy my bike on shorter rides. So. Well,
I was going to ask you if you had any long-term goals about riding, but it sounds to me like you just pretty much answered that question.
Yeah. So,
but I do have one other question. It's like, you know, obviously at some point in time we'll do a 2 or 3 hour ride.
Right.
Okay. So tell me how you envision like your very first 2 to 3 hour ride. Any specific destination, or what do you think about a 2 or 3 hour ride?
You know, I think that I don't have any specific destination in mind. I mean, it's not like, oh, when I get my license over it, we got to go do X, Y, Z. I really don't have that. I think it would be something that came up. I love to see what things are going on our state. As I've gotten older, I have decided I want to see more things and do more things. And so I feel like, you know, if I do learn to ride and I enjoy it and I get out, then, you know, even being on a bike and seeing and enjoying what this great country has to offer is amazing. So I think it would be something that it would come up as, hey, let's go do this kind of type deal. I can't say that it would be anything like that I would plan, like that I've got in my heart and soul right now, hey, let's go do this. But I think it would be one of those days when I'm really comfortable on a bike and something fun comes up or something interesting or something that just is, let's go do this, and the weather is right. And I mean, I know that sounds kind of corny, but sometimes it's just all in the moment when you decide to maybe take those types of vacations. And I don't really want to say vacation, but a time out, you know, to do a 2 or 3 hour ride. Sometimes it's just like, hey, let's go do this today because it's the perfect day. But yet you 6 hours or 12 hours ago didn't even have that in mind. So, you know, I think it's going to be one of those.
Okay, well, just in closing, I'd just like to say welcome aboard, and I'm very much looking forward to you getting your license
Me
and
too.
getting some seat time and becoming comfortable with the motorcycle. So in the meantime, we've got a couple of months to sit here and work on some of the things like friction zone and everything. We've actually been to the parking lot twice, and we've made some pretty good progress. I just don't want you to go into the training class stone cold like I did.
Thank you.
It was I had a really steep learning curve when I went into the class. I did okay and passed okay the first time, and I've gotten a lot of experience since then. But boy, I really would have, I could have benefited from a little bit of knowledge, like
Right.
about friction zone and some things like that. We're not going to make you an expert rider
No.
before your class by
No.
any stretch of the imagination.
But at
But
least
I will have you
comfortable.
we'll get you some skills. Well, comfortable's never a great word to
Well,
use on a
that's true.
motorcycle.
Amen.
But we'll have you at least familiar with how the thing operates, and so you'll be further along than you are today. So
Can't wait.
anyway, so I'm stoked about this.
I'm
and
excited too.
So everybody, thanks for tuning in. Until the next video, we're probably going to do some videos on the mods on this bike. Nothing crazy, just a few doodads, odds and ends. But anyway, so thanks for sticking around watching the video. Please welcome MrsT66 to the channel. And until next time, ride safe, have fun, 2 wheels down.
Peace out.